Hello everybody and welcome back to Keep It Real, episode number 51. So officially the longest running series I've ever done in my infancy of YouTube. But yeah, 51 episodes, and wow, in the 50th episode we actually planted our first arable crop, which is quite amazing really when you think about it, isn't it? Probably about, what, 50 hours worth of gameplay before we can even afford to plant the first official arable field. There you go. Just shows how slow but rewarding this series has been, I guess. Anyway, we've got, wow, I think today actually the focus is going to be on rolling the field which was planted in the last episode. Did have some stones, and there is a small yield bonus in amongst it as well. So I think we need to do that, and then once that is done, we can focus on the very bottom section where the trees were, and we'll try and get some potatoes planted as well. But that's not urgent. Now, I didn't quite estimate properly. We are now 1st of April, first 3rd of April. The bills have been paid. They were more than what I thought. Yeah, I've left myself short. 344 minus. Amazing. Good start. It's definitely not the first time, but a good start nonetheless. But I'm not worried, because we've got lots of opportunities now, definitely. So we'll head on down first of all. Now, I've just realised the time. As I always do, I slow it down just to make sure. Ever since I lost that save game, I'm a bit nervous, a bit twitchy, so I keep slowing it down to save it. And yeah, I need to remember to put it back to times 10. So it's back up to times 10. And what have we got? Loads of options here now, haven't we? We have got, wow, over 2,000 litres now. So 2,121 litres of milk, which we can sell. We've also got, if I go for a light jog, up here, some eggs. Don't know how many. Are we into the 400s now of eggs? 424 eggs? Amazing. I'm assuming there's the 4 pallets up here of apples still. I can't imagine we've produced more yet. No. So that's good. So 2,000 litres of apples there, because they're only 500 a pallet. And, I mean, I've not even been to the very, very bottom plot for, well, for maybe 2 episodes. So last time we were there was over 4,000 litres of grapes there, let alone olives. So there's quite a bit of money's worth down there. So priority, I guess, has got to be, let's just try and break even a minute. I didn't actually check. I'm assuming there's tomatoes there. I didn't even look. Oh yeah, there are some, look. And we've got 72 litres in the greenhouse, and then a 500 litre pallet there. I'm not going to rush that down to the production just yet. See, maybe we'll get 2 pallets and then we'll go down there and we'll start that running. It is a pricey old production to keep. And I am, of course, just to confirm, going to go 75 to 25. So 25% of what we make will go to the digital non-existent person who owns the building. That's kind of our rent payment, I guess, and then we'll keep 75%. At least we're making a little bit more for the effort. You've got to make something more, haven't you? Now, where did I leave the man? I left the man down at the other yard, didn't I? Do we need the man? No, we can just use the Fiat. It's not a problem. We'll disconnect. Yeah, disconnect that. No, I've got to lower it first. Right, let's do that a minute. Brilliant. Jump out. Get stuck inside the wall of the shed. There we go. And disconnect that now. There we go. So, wow, we might as well connect up the trailer, because the trailer is there ready to go, and sell those apples. Actually, what's better price this month? I do this every episode. I do. My memory is awful. Do I actually sell the milk, or do I sell the apples? Is there a benefit to either? Yeah, milk's, well, it's not far off its full price, but it is a little bit away. I'm just trying to remember with realism around milk. I don't want to leave it too long, because in theory it's going to turn into cottage cheese or something like that. Right. Apples. So its best prices in January. Actually though, 1184 is its maximum, and it's 10. Where are we going to take it? Probably the farm shop, I guess, is closest, isn't it? Where's the grape processing unit? That's down by... Yeah, that's down by where our little tomato juice factory is. I'm worried about the grape processing unit not actually giving you money. I don't know. I know when you own it, it doesn't give you money, but anyway, right. It doesn't really make any difference. I think given what we want to buy this episode, I think I'm probably going to have to sell it all anyway. So we'll load up the apples first. We'll get rid of them. We'll take a short drive back, and then we'll sell the milk as well. Now, have I gone back far enough? Yeah. Don't think we need to do that, but we'll connect the hoses up anyway. Now this, again, I'm just going to lift it. Just to kind of, like I say pretty much every episode actually, to simulate that we're loading it by hand, crate by crate. This is about as good as I can get anyway. And I've just managed to flip a whole pallet over, that's a good start. I don't think we've actually taken 4 pallets of apples down in one go before. This is probably the most apples that we've actually done in one go. And how far off are we from it? Yeah, we're not going to get any more this episode, are we? Those ones were at 148 litres. I'll have a look and see what these are at. 420. Wow. They're not actually that far off producing us more apples, are they? We'll sell them anyway. Right, let's go. So I need to get out of debt really soon. It's already now, what is it, 9:05 game time. And yeah, obviously at times 10, we could run out of time. Come on, let me back in. It does this. It's doing this more and more at the minute. But it doesn't, there you go. It doesn't let you in. Unless you walk away and go back to it again. It's a bit annoying. Right, oh, brakes. I always forget how bad they are. So priority, in terms of spending money, is definitely get rid of the car and probably buy a truck, and I would like to do that in this episode. So that's kind of the side quest, I guess you could say. The main quest is get the field rolled. The side quest is get a new truck and get rid of the old rust bucket. But actually, I do still feel like I need another tractor. Maybe something, it doesn't need to be more powerful than this, because this thing is, I don't know, this can go up to 180 horsepower. I don't think it is 180 horsepower, but it can be upgraded to that. The only thing I don't like about this, or the two things I guess which maybe cons, is one, it's slow. I mean, I'm rolling down a hill and it's going faster than its top speed, so that was good. But yeah, 21 miles per hour is pretty slow. It's not slow, I guess, for a tractor and doing field work, it's fine. But given how much commuting you have to do on this map, I just want something faster. And the second, I better make sure the apples are on actually. I didn't even check my load. The second thing that isn't my favourite about this is it doesn't have a front loader attachment option. I kind of wish it did. There's a different version of the Agri which does have that version, but we're not going to change it. This is a trusty old tractor. We're going to keep this for the long haul. But yeah, I'm keeping my eyes open. Maybe, I mean, what tractors are faster? Some sort of Massey Fergusons, they tend to do about 30 miles per hour. Yeah, I would really like to get a New Holland on this series, because I've not used the New Holland, and I can't even talk. I've not used a New Holland, that's a bit of a tongue twister, in any of my series actually, I don't think. Right, am I in the right place to sell them? Yes, they're all going down. And the money's going up, we're not minus anymore, it's a good start. Actually, it's going up a reasonable amount, I'm quite happy with that. Come on. There we go. Cool. Wow. So we made maybe just shy of £2,200 then from those apples. I think now those apple trees have paid for themselves. Maybe? I think they've about paid for themselves, which is good. So anything from this kind of point onwards, roughly, is pure profit. So that's alright, it's not bad. Lots of things are working to our advantage now. It's been a hard, rough going 50 episodes, but now we're doing alright. We are doing pretty good. Right, let's head on back to the yard, drop this trailer off, and we'll do the same again, but with the milk. Here we go. Right, just get that disconnected there. So let's head on around here. We're also going to get our first kind of view of the fresh little bit of landscaping I did. And what does it look like in this view? See, I just like that better. Just looks more realistic, doesn't it? Definitely. It also makes it feel narrower all of a sudden. Yeah, that feels quite tight now. Right, let's connect this up. Stop the talking. So this is going to boost us a little bit as well. Probably another couple of thousand here. I'm hoping that will cover the cost of some rollers. I have activated... I don't do rolling very often, by the way. I really don't. But I have activated some kind of roller mods. Something which I feel probably suits this series. I didn't check in while I'm here. The food is getting lower, isn't it? 2228. Is it still doing that weird thing though, where it's telling me a different figure? No, it's fixed itself now. That's good. 2228. We need to keep an eye out for a silage contract. So maybe a little visit to the pub and pre-book in some work, because yeah, there's no bales there at all. We've probably got a couple of 1,000 litres of hay there, which worst case scenario is better than them dying, of course. But have we still got the same? Yeah, we've still got the same amount of cows. Yeah, worst case scenario, better than them dying, but it's not ideal, really. I nearly drove away without filling the milk up. Let's do that. That would be quite helpful, really. So I can't remember what I said now, but it was over 2,000, wasn't it? Yep. God, they produced a bit more then, just in the time that I've been talking. That's pretty good. Right, let's go sell these. And then, yeah, straight to the shop. Check it out, see what bargains there are in the used shop. That truck was in the used shop, I know, in the last episode. It's probably still there in this episode, but I think that's unrealistic. We're not going to be affording that, that's for sure. But we can probably afford that other truck, you know. I'm optimistic. I think, what did I say? The car's worth about 4 grand? Yeah. And then we're going to need to make about 10 grand. I don't know. We might be able to do it. Alright, we're nearly there. Didn't take long. I know you're all thinking it. And I probably am thinking it as well, actually. I can barely see out the windscreen. So yeah, maybe I need to clean this. Maybe I do need to clean this. I'm pretty sure we'll still have some water in our old header tank there. So maybe we'll go and do that in a second. We'll drop this back and we'll give this a quick clean. But let's shut the window first, though. We'll get wet. Wow, look at that. We got a penalty on that one. Did we get a penalty on the last one? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, we're getting a penalty because of that new field. That's not ideal, is it? That is not ideal. Right, £4,480 though is pretty good. No, I did see that car in my blind spot. Right, let's go take this back. We'll give the Agri a clean. Why not? Why not? That would make sense. You know, it gets up that hill better than what it did before. I mean, it didn't almost stop then, but that was still awful. Yeah. It's got a reasonable amount of power, this tractor, but it really struggles with that hill. It's showing its age, I think, isn't it? It's definitely showing its age. Something newer would be good. Yeah, New Holland, or you know, I really want a Ford to come up. Now, I've just literally said something newer, and now I'm talking about a Ford. Yeah, that wouldn't be much newer, would it? But I've not used a Ford, actually, hardly at all in the entire time I've played this game, and they're cool, they look cool, they're very detailed. So maybe a Ford would persuade me, but other than that, I'm thinking a New Holland or a really good bargain priced Massey Ferguson. But then, on this series, I can't really be choosing, can I? It's kind of whatever the shop do me is a good deal, pretty much is how this series goes. Definitely. Now, I always forget this trailer is an absolute nightmare to reverse. Alright, let's try again. Let's go a bit slower. Park it up like that works. Alright, turn the engine off, save a bit of fuel. Oh dear. I need to go back a bit further than that, don't I? Goodness me. It's a problem with doing everything in this view, I guess. That's why on this series, really, I've kind of try and keep it a bit of a mixture of both. Only because the roleplay is 100% inside vehicle view. Whereas this one, you know, it's such a nice looking map. It'd be a shame to not show you what the map looks like, really. Right, let's jump out. Talking about that view, let's jump out. Let's use some water, which we must have in the header tank. We've not used water a great deal recently. I think I cleaned the man and that's about it. So, do that. Okay. I won't skip this bit. For the benefit of Ben the Cat and John and everyone else who makes little comments. I'll actually show you visually I'm actually doing it. Yeah. What a tedious job. I don't even clean my own car. I actually don't. When it gets a clean, it's because I pay for it. And that, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. The only time I really put effort into it is like the week before it's due an MOT. Other than that, I don't really care. And my car is bright white as well, so... In a weird way, a bright white car actually hides dirt quite well, I would say. I used to have my black Subaru that I had. That was awful. That needed washing 3 times a week. But yeah, the white car, get away with it for a month or 2 without even washing it. It's amazing. Anyway, right, let's drive to the shop. I don't know whether or not this might be an episode where we just use the Agri completely, actually. Again, we used the man in pretty much the whole of the last episode, so let's use this for a change. We do need to top it up with fuel at some point too. I'll tell you what, it does look wonderful when it's clean. I'm not going to lie, you're not always wrong nagging me about hashtag dirty tractor. It does look pretty good when it's clean, doesn't it? And look at that, I can actually see out the windscreen as well. Amazing. Right, let's get to this shop. Here we are. Park it in a space because I haven't got anything attached to it. Kind of park it in a space anyway. Right, so we'll first of all go straight into the used. So what do we have here? I don't remember that being there last time. Yeah, I mean it is a dolly, so I'm not actually considering it at all. But that's a handy sized trailer, isn't it? If it wasn't a dolly. Anyway, right, it must have been there because these were all here. These would be cool, these trucks would be cool, but I just can't do it. That would also be really cool, wouldn't it? It's only 24 though. 31 miles per hour? There's no way I'm raising £53,000. But that would be cool. Can you imagine having something that new on this series? I don't think it would fit in, actually. I don't think it would be a bit unusual having something that new. Now, interestingly, that's actually the trailer. Yeah, that's like the grain trailer attachment for the first truck. Yeah, it's part of that mod. So both things that we would potentially need are in the used shop, but I still don't think I'm going to raise the funds. What is that? I know this is one of the new mods I've activated actually, and I did it because, well, you can tell because of the way that it's been held up with bits of wood. This is quite an old school looking mod, and I thought that would suit the series pretty good. There was 2 options. This is actually the longer version as well. This is the 4-meter version, and it's 1,653. I was just going to lease, but you know, I might as well just buy it, hadn't I? Right, I'm just going to do that. I haven't looked at what else is in the shop, but that was actually the larger version anyway. There we go. Again, top speed isn't great on that, is it? It's a lot of money for something we don't really need. That's a planter. That would obviously plant. Well, it doesn't show it at the bottom. You'd assume that would plant potatoes, maybe not. How does this work? I've not looked into it. Is this like a portable version of lubricating grease? I'm guessing, I haven't tested it, but I'm guessing you've refilled this smaller version here from the bigger barrels, which we have got one of somewhere, and then you can then carry this and refill all of your equipment rather than drive your equipment up to the barrels. It's a good idea. If that's the way it works, we do need to do that, but I'm not doing it right now. Now, solid fertilizer big bag. Could have done with that in the last episode. Yeah, typical. I remember that. They're 874 for 1,000. That's pretty cheap. That's even cheaper than buying the kind of handbags. Good. Alright, well, there's not really anything else in this shop that we want, is there? Not really. But, I mean, we did get a roller, which is great. Because that was going to... Wow. That was the entire reason I've just driven here. In fact, I'm kind of underestimating how good that deal was, aren't I, really? Yeah, these are them there, look. So that's going to cost us £4,500. And it's actually the newer version. So what I liked about it was you could get I mean, look at the state of that. But you could have got an old version for 3,100. I just got that for like, well, less than £2,000. Ideal. Happy with that. 4 meters. Hopefully that will take even less time than what it took to do the seeding. And yeah, just a reminder again, I suppose. Go into trucks. This is what we are aiming for. Definitely. Now that's the kind of bare unit, I guess. It's the truck, doesn't come with anything else. But 14, just let's say 15 grand. We do need to buy that. I would like to get that this episode, but maybe that's unrealistic. And maybe leaving it an extra kind of sleep, an extra third of the month, maybe it'll appear in the shop. Honestly, it seems to be on this game. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't listen to what you're saying, but whenever I say something out loud when I'm recording, it seems to, at some point, appear in the shop. And yeah, I don't have any control. I don't know how you can adjust what appears in the shop. It is coincidence, but yeah, I'm going to keep on saying it. I wouldn't mind that fake Mercedes-Benz. If you're listening to me, game. Right. Come on. What did I get in the last one? I'll say 3, or was it 4, maybe? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. How did I just do that? Can I get the ball out without knocking cones over and have a little retake? Oh, come on. Right. I'm not going to cut that bit. I might cut that bit. That was awful. Right. That's quite some skill. Getting all of them missed. Oh, oh. Oh, look at that. That was so close. They're wobbling, but... Damn it. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, 8. Wow, new record. New record. I suppose it is 10-pin bowling, isn't it? I don't know why I thought there were 9 there. Cool. Oh, and I forgot we've got lots of bargains building up here as well. Realistically, the shop's going to start charging us soon, aren't they, for bloody storage space. Right, we need to get all of this gone. But in the meantime, let's not worry about that right now. Let's connect this up. What a bargain that was, actually. I really did underestimate how much of a good deal that was. No, I'm guessing I haven't got to connect anything else. It's just pretty simple. Drag it behind you. Yeah, I forgot I bought that. And that was, well, that was £800 wasted. But maybe we'll make use of that at some point. I would like to use that seed add-on mod. I would like to. So we're going to have to get... Oh dear, come on. Pick it up. I would like to get a different seeder which is compatible, but that's going to be money related, cost related. Unless I just get one that is compatible, damage it to the same extent that we've got the other one for, and then just kind of off screen replace it like for like. I could do that, I suppose. Right, let's head on down here anyway. So this has come half filled with lubricating grease, which is interesting because I'm sure they were always 100% before, so maybe that's part of the lubricating grease update. They have seemed to have kind of put quite a bit of effort into their update, actually. They really have. Right, let's go. No cars come in, that's good. Right, we'll flick it over to this view. Oh, and drive straight into the wall. I'm blaming that on the fact that as soon as I switch to the the outside view, my headset has just blown my ears off. Oh no, it's germinated. What does that mean? Does that mean I can't roll it? Oh no. Okay, am I going to damage the crop? No, it's still young enough to spring back up. So that's good. What's gonna... Well, this isn't realistic. Why did the engine just stall? I've just serviced this tractor. Why is the engine stalling on me? Honestly. I mean, you'd think maybe this would damage the crop. Would it not? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not... That says needs rolling still. Okay. I don't like to go into this view very often, but we'll do it quick. I think I've missed out, and I mean, at least we got a bargain and we bought it cheap, but where does it tell you if it needs rolling? I don't know. I mean, I'm trusting the game on this one. Is it realistic to roll crops when they first germinated? Would that damage them, or are they young enough to still spring back into action? I'll do a little bit more, see if it's even doing anything. If it isn't, then we will just stop. I have got to be careful, of course. I don't want to create tyre slip because that will damage the crop. No, I did lose a little bit there. I missed a bit, which is good. Right, so I just want to do enough to see whether, firstly, it's not rolling it. So I've missed out either way, haven't I? Good. But it is getting rid of the stones. But I don't feel right doing this. And you know, they say, if it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't right. So we won't do it. We won't do it. That's my fault. Now, let's try and get off this field without skidding. Hopefully. Let's go into this view. Wow. That is a bit of a shame, that. That is a bit of a shame. That's a bit annoying. But I'm sorry. I'm still happy. I've got a decent roller. It's actually pretty wide, isn't it? It's actually pretty wide. In fact, it's wider than the Agri. So that's saying something. Not very often I got equipment that's wider than the Agri and these massive tyres. Cool. Right, while I'm here, I'm just gonna wander over there and just see how much of a lash up I did with this point. Yeah, you can see I've missed a bit. Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad. Could be worse, couldn't it? I'm sure this was the only piece I actually missed in the end, but then I skidded all over the place here, so it's just kind of damaged it. That isn't a bad crop, to be honest. Now, the stones are there. The stones don't affect the yield, if I'm correct. The stones affect the damage that you receive on the equipment. So, for example, when we either lease or buy a harvester, we'll probably damage the header when we come to harvest this field. But we won't lose yield. Yeah, I think that's how it works anyway. Okay, right, well. Everything I planned to do at the beginning of this episode, we're not doing in this episode. There you go. I did not expect it to germinate that quick, I really didn't. Yeah, alright mate, I'm trying to select my gears here, it's an old tractor, give me a chance. Anyway. Yeah, maybe because it was the end of March, now it's jumped to the first part of April, it's counted it as a whole month and it's germinated. I don't know, I thought I would have got 1 or 2 episodes grace. I really did. There you go. Right, I can't see anything coming. This tractor design's got some awful blind spots on it, hasn't it? So I've just come back to the yard with this roller, and I didn't even think about it until I got close, but is it going to fit? Just about. Yeah, we'll put this roller away. We need to stop leaving stuff at the shop. That's kind of bad, really. Where the heck do I leave this? We need to do some yard upgrades soon. I'm not going to lie. We are running out of room to store equipment. I mean, the sheds, maybe I could stack them a bit neater, but the sheds down at the other field, or the one shed, that's pretty much full already. And this, yeah, I mean, that ain't even going to fit in there, is it? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Right, let's go into this view. I mean, you could say I could leave this out. It's old anyway, isn't it? But realistically, is this going to fit in there? Yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, we need another shed. We need another shed. Cool. And the logs just magically appear out of nowhere. That's good. Where on earth do we put another shed? Oh, well, we've got a lot of pieces of land. I was talking in the last episode, maybe we do something down the other end. Maybe that is what we do. Maybe we could do something in our newest field. I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway, change of plans. But let's lease out a potato planter. Buy some potato seedlings. And yeah, let's just get that bottom field done. I don't know what else we're going to do. I probably don't even need to go as crazy as using the agri for it, but as it stands, the man's got a nice full tank of fuel. So really, I want to limit that now, because I do not want to be driving back to the fuel station at 19 miles per hour from the bottom yard every time I need fuel. No. Right, let's go have a look at, yeah, potato planters. What's available? You know what? I might also go via the shop, via the what am I talking about? Via the pub, and have a look at contracts maybe, because that could be a good option, a bit of a boost. And we do need to try and take out a silage contract. Maybe this field, I mean, it looks ready to go, doesn't it? Maybe they, the same people will let us do that field. Maybe eventually they'll sell us that field cheap as well. Who knows? Wouldn't it be good if we bought that little yard there? But you know me, I don't really like to buy the pre-placed stuff. I like to make it up as I'm going. Right, let's go to the pub a minute. Here we are. Oh. I always forget how bad the brakes are. Look, we nearly ended up in that person's field. Wow, I overshot that a little bit, didn't I? Right, let's go. Let's go down to contracts and we'll have a look and see what's available. Wow, quite a lot. Baling contracts. So that is, you know, it doesn't make it easy, does it? Baling, that's just standard bales. That one is silage bales. Field 26. Field 49 is also silage bales. This one is hay bales. Right, 2649. Let's have a look. Is one of them the one I was just talking? No, that's 14. Typical. 2649. I hate the order of the fields. 26, cool. We've not been in a field down there. And 49 also there. Both pretty much identical, aren't they? Yeah, both pretty much. Although I guess logistically this would probably be easier. Although I seem to remember that's got a fence around it though. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I think we do take one of those though. While we're here and while it's still there, I think we do. There's also some decent fertilizing contracts appeared again. And again, we've got the equipment and we've probably got Well, we haven't got the fertilizer, but we have got a cheap bag available in the store, haven't we? So we could probably do one of these and make a bit of money as well, you know. Let's have a look. Which one pays the most? Field 52 or field 10? 52 or 10? Which one of those ones seems like a reasonable kind of earner? 10 must be... Okay, right. 10's right next to our main yard. Our secondary yard, sorry. And, of course, I literally just forgot the other number. 52. 52 is probably a bit further down, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be down there. 52. Okay. Again, do you know, something that inspires me for different contracts and different kind of jobs is to go into different areas of the map we've never been to. But that does seem like a lot of work if we run out of fertilizer. So I'm thinking field number 10, and then we will need to borrow some equipment though, but field 26. Right, let's organise that a minute. So field number 10, we will accept that contract from Rebecca. Amazing. Has that gone up there, is it? Yep. And then field 26. So I'll do it. I won't cut this bit out. I'll show you what I do. I have showed it before, but let me just quickly get my mouse. There we go. So if you're a PC player, you have access to the store delivery mod, which is how I make the equipment. Oh, that's interesting. What's that there? Like a cow pasture or something. Wow. I didn't even know that was there, you know, until I looked at this field. Maybe that's cheating. We'll have to go explore that area at some point. So yeah, this is field 26. I was right. There is a fence around it. A rickety old fence. Better make sure we don't knock that over. And all I do, anyway, go to the entranceway or an area which is clear, which would be here. And then with your store deliveries mod, you can select kind of a default where everything spawns from, which I would do. If you actually buy anything at the store now, it will charge you delivery, which is fine. But when you borrow items, it doesn't. They just appear there. So 26. I'm going to borrow the items, but I am going to use our own equipment to do the job as well. Maybe let's borrow those items. Good. Did that work? Yes, it did. Maybe I'll utilize that paid worker I was saying about, the one worker I'm allowed to use. Yeah, maybe this will be the first job on this series. You know, last episode, episode 50, we planted our own arable field. This episode, 51, we're actually going to use our first helper. Well, apart from that little contract I did before, I guess. But okay, right. What do we do first? I feel like maybe the cows need some silage. Maybe that's the way to go. Yeah, we'll drive down. We'll do the silage first. We need to get silage bales really fermenting because the cows need the food. That's got to be the priority. And then we'll do that little fertilizing contract after. Maybe even the beginning of the next episode. Yeah, that'll probably be our little boost to afford the truck. Right. Well, I've gone from rolling this field to, okay, as a backup, I'll plant the potatoes, and now I'm baling someone else's field. Just how does that work? I don't know. Okay, here we are. I'm pretty sure it's up here. Yeah, that's the field that we're doing, which is fully grown as well. I didn't even check that, but that's good. That means it will yield more. Therefore, we will keep more. Now, last time... Oh, dear. Look at the way it spawned all this equipment. Oh, dear. Yeah, last time. I hope none of the neighbours need to get through. Goodness me. Oh, look, they've even got a Fiat Agri, just like me. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Now I know what it looks like when it's got a decent paint job and Some massive grid. I mean, as if the wheels aren't wide enough anyway. They just thought they had to add one extra thin one on. Right, okay. Yeah. Well, let's just get on with this. I'll go around the outside with the mirror attachments. I'm going to really struggle to connect these up there, aren't I? And then maybe we'll just get the worker. Oh dear. Sorry, I'm going to damage someone's hedge. Try and do it without driving into their field though. Yeah, we'll get the worker, once we've done the headland pass or two, we'll get a worker to finish off going up and down. Because normally, oh dear, they'll be alright doing that job. And then we'll go in between and windrow. Or the other way round, one or the other. But I just know that they can't. Oh dear. Why is it, hang on a minute. It's not put the front linkage onto the tractor it's lent me. Ah, good. Well, that's completely pointless, isn't it? Absolutely. Just broke someone's hedge for no reason. Right, well that's going to make it a bit longer. But it's fine. Yeah, okay. Right, I'm going to get on with it. I don't know if I'll time-lapse this. Because it is a bit much. It's alright time-lapsing stuff, I guess, in my own field. But time-lapsing a contract might be a bit much. So, I don't know. I might just jump in and out of doing this, I guess. I'll go around. Oh dear, I should have opened that up when I got in the field. Oh, it's alright. It's alright, it's all good. Yeah, right, here we go. God, I don't know what I was doing then. Be interesting to see how much slip we get from this tractor with those extra tyres on. Wow, this is so much faster than ours as well. Wow. I mean, it's obviously not faster, but it just gets there a lot faster. I wonder what is wrong with our agri. I'm sure I fully serviced it. Okay, well, how long is this going to take, I wonder? Okay, there we go. So I just went around the outer edge, did one headland pass. Now I've set a little helper, a little French Terry, to start doing some extra mowing. And in true Terry fashion, sounds like he's struggling already. There we go. And we'll run around with the windbreak, and we'll just start to try and, well, get a head start on some of these rows, I guess. We're going to do that in our own tractor. So then, of course, there's still a cost involved with us using our own fuel. So that's good. Now I've got to try and get through here. I can't believe they gave us a tractor which wouldn't actually work with the tools they gave us. Shocking. Maybe I should have checked that first. Maybe that was my fault. Right, anyway. It seems to be doing alright. Yeah, that other agri seems incredibly fast compared to this one. Just this acceleration. It was just, yeah. I don't know. Maybe the age does play a factor in this. I mean, how many hours is this on? 32.9. We didn't buy it brand new though, of course. But actually, I've probably been doing this series for more than that, hours-wise. Definitely. Right, let's go. Will this... Let's open up the help menu, which I don't do very often. Will it go on the other side? Rotate crane tool. What's that mean? Oh, good. No, it's just open the window. Why is the worker stopped as well? Honestly. Okay. We'll go around this way. Oh, I don't like these windrowers. And then when we come back around, we'll see what that worker's up to. He's just pulled randomly into the field as well. Honestly. Oh, I didn't connect the PTO, did I? That helps. There we go. Right, we'll carry on going. Hopefully this won't take too long. Okay, he's back at work again now. Don't know what he was up to. I'm not going to lie, I was going to do like a French Travaskis impression, but I decided not to. Right, so that's clearly what the issue is. Yeah? He's just a bit thick. He's a lot thick. Right. Oh, you're actually damaging the field as well. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Right, get out. Get out. I'm not making any comments, but it is a woman. Right, anyway. Let's, Oh, look at the state of that. God, I hope I'm not getting charged for that. Clearly, I need to make this headland bigger, don't I? But now I'm going uphill as well, which isn't ideal. Probably tearing up some grass. Which isn't great, is it? Oh, I don't know. The things you have to do. Well, as you can probably tell, this worker is not particularly amazing. Missing stuff all over the place. There you go. Right, I've done the best I can anyway. But, you know, at times 10, I mean, it's already now nearly 5:30. So it's going to start getting dark in a minute. So it's almost going to be unplayable, which probably brings it on about right to, well, end of episode, I guess, maybe. What would this be? About 45-minute episode, I think, roughly, which is alright. That's kind of what I want, really. So yeah, not bad. I wanted to make loads and loads of progress. Actually, I made none. Not on our own fields, anyway. But at least the cows are going to be fed. Hopefully next episode we're going to have a nice decent reserve of food for them, which will keep them going. Yeah. And wow, the wheat field at the bottom, that's kind of our food for the ducks. So actually anything else that we do can be pure profit. So even the silage that we make potentially from our own field, whenever that grass decides to start growing. I mean, how is this field fully grown, ready to go? Yeah, our grass field, which is already planted, hasn't even started growing yet. Yeah, it's not very good, if I'm honest with you. I don't quite understand what we're doing wrong. Obviously I'm doing something wrong. But anyway, no, I think it's about right. Now the worker is blocked. Ah, this worker is doing my head in. It's easier to do it yourself. Anyway, right. I'm not going to do much more of this now off camera. Not now anyway, but maybe in time for the next episode I get the field, well, all cut and road ready, and we'll start off doing a little bit of silage work. And yeah, then maybe we'll get the potatoes planted. I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. A bit of a weird episode. This is one of those episodes where I better sort him out as well, don't I? Oh, why does he suddenly start driving when I got near? Why are you trying to run me over? Did you see that then? He started driving when I got close. Yeah, this has definitely not been the episode that I pre-planned. But hey, that's what makes it fun, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen. Every day's a different day. I reckon this tractor's got a different engine, by the way. Maybe we do need to look at engine upgrades, because this thing's flying. Look at it go, and that's with the equipment turned on. It's quite impressive. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until the next episode, cheers and gone.